Right then, grab your party hats, pour the Prosecco and brace yourself because Topicopedia is officially turning 3. That's 156 episodes of nonsense, giggles and deeply questionable content.
Hosted, of course, by the man who's been with me through every random tangent, dodgy headline, and mildly traumatising Urban Dictionary entry. The one and only Steve. He's charming, cheeky, and still hasn't figured out how to mute his mic when he sneezes.
And joining me, as always, is the queen of sass, class, and calling out red flags with terrifying precision, Nicole. She's got hotter takes than your air fryer and more innuendo than a carry-on film marathon.
Coming up this week, we're diving into some of the notable, and by notable, we obviously mean what the hell is going on news of the week.
Plus the spooky mystery of the soccer children, which sounds like a rejected Netflix documentary, but honestly, it's more chilling than that text from your ex that just says, hey.
And we're playing a dangerously fun game. Things you can say to your car, but definitely not to your girlfriend. I've got a listy. It's long, questionable, and it's likely to get us cancelled again.
Perfect. We'll also squeeze in the usual Urban Dictionary word of the week, meme of the week, and our top tier jokes of the week, because if we're not informative, we might as well be hilarious and mildly inappropriate.
So buckle up, unless you're in my car, in which case I'll just jiggle you a bit until you start. Let's celebrate our 3rd birthday in true Topicopedia style.
Topicopedia starts now. Happy birthday to us.
Hey, happy birthday. And you know, I've brought something along to celebrate with.
Oh, have you?
Well, yeah. I obviously, as you can tell by if you're on our TikTok live at the moment,
yeah.
I feel like there's a button for that.
Oh, which button?
That's the one.
Dragging ourselves into the 2025.
So I would share this, but I can't because you're not here. But I've got, hang on. Oh, well, that was anticlimactic. I thought it was going to go pop. I've got a miniature bottle of Prosecco and a Prosecco glass. So I'm going to sit and have a Prosecco for our birthday.
Oh,
hang on. I've nearly spilt bubbles everywhere. Hang on.
Lick it up. Don't waste
alcohol.
A drop.
Does not. I don't waste alcohol in this house, darling. I'd lick it off the floor if I had to. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
But yeah, can you believe it? Did you think 3 years ago when we sat down to record our awkward as fuck first episode, did you think we'd be here 3 years later doing this?
I don't know really. I still laugh when I look at our prep sheet, and I always look at the top and it says we were going to record it as 30-minute episodes, 10 minutes on each topic, and that was going to be your lot each week, and it's just become kind of
I actually don't know how anyone could keep a whole topic to 10 minutes now, do you? Like, it seemed hard at the time. I thought, God, 10 minutes of talking, that's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot of talking.
But it just flies by, doesn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah, we eat through 10 minutes in no time. Yeah. Well, in 10 minutes as it is. But you know what I'm saying.
We're just going to morph time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm high now off of Prosecco fumes. So,
so how's your week been?
Been bloody stressful, Steve. It's not been an easy one, but I can say with confidence at this point in time, at time of recording, which is live if you're on TikTok. Sorry, I'm not used to that, and I'm going to mention it a lot, I think. But my health is quite good. I've been reasonably healthy for me. However, my freezer decided not to be healthy.
Oh no!
And it can
be costly. That really costly when your freezer breaks down.
Oh, I know, because 2 years ago my freezer broke down and I had to buy a new one.
Yeah, but I mean, replacing the food in it as well.
Oh, I know.
You're there frantically trying to eat everything you can.
Well, the thing is when it broke down a couple years ago, back in 2023, I kind of knew it was not quite right, but I was burying my head in the sand a little bit and hoping the problem would just be okay and not be a problem, until it was one day I opened the freezer and it stank, and it was like, yeah, this is definitely not okay. And chicken had defrosted and the juices were everywhere and it started to go off. It wasn't even as cold as my fridge. So it all had to go, everything. And it smelled so bad. It was really bad. So, ordered a new one, blah, 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 blah. It's jolly and convenient living without a freezer for any length of time as well. I will put that out there. If you've ever gone from having one to not having one, it's very difficult. So anyway, we've been very happy with our new freezer, which I will say is a mildly newer version of the one that we had before, because we liked it when it worked. It was really good. And it was one of these like frost-free ones, so you don't ever have to defrost it and you don't end up with big blocks of ice everywhere. It's great.
Mine's meant to be like that.
Does it still frost?
Yeah, I just at the back, at the bottom, where there's a little drain hole. I don't know if other people have this issue with their freezers. Fridges even.
Okay.
This is fridge. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got a fridge. Why you going on about freezer and I take it out to fridges? No, but it bugs me because my fridge seems to get more ice in it than my freezer, because it gathers at the bottom, usually behind the salad tray. Like, I know I've got to clear it out when I can't close the fridge because the salad tray's in the way, because it all clumps up, big massive clump of ice at the back, because that drain just constantly blocks itself, and it's like it'll get water in it and the water will freeze and then it's just completely useless, and it just gathers ice at the back.
See, it still does it in this fridge now, but my previous fridge, the whole of the back panel of the fridge would just be ice. And if you put something to the back of the fridge and forgot about it for a while, you'd have to literally excavate it with an ice pick afterwards. It was literally built, like, iced into the back. Anyway. But moving back on, going back to the freezer situation, we did mention in the intro that tangents were a thing, and it's pretty common. Where was I? I can't even remember where I was. I feel very distracted by the fact that we're live. We're live, just in case anyone was wondering, we're live. Not over it. So it hadn't gotten to the point where things were starting to smell, but it's like, it's been hot weather, isn't it? It's been lovely.
Yeah, it has. It's true.
Exactly. And you get an ice cream out of the freezer and it's so soft. You know, it's that soft that if it was coming out of your ass, you'd be taking Imodium. Do you know what I mean? So it's cold, it's pretty chilly, but it's not right. So I started to have a panic, thinking, well, we don't want it to get like to the point where the last one was, where all the food spoiled. We need to get on this now and tackle the problem and like before it becomes a bigger issue, because I can't afford to replace a freezer and fill it back up again. So and the freezer is full. It is rammed full, I will say. So we spent our end of last week looking on Facebook Marketplace for a new freezer, and we managed to find one in Tor Point, which is just over the river. It's just in Cornwall. And we asked the guy if he would much mind delivering it. It was only £20. It's quite an old one. And he said he would deliver it, but not if we were on the other side of the water. And I thought, great, thanks for that. God, I feel so victimised.
Does it cost money to cross the bridge or what?
It does, yeah. Or you can take the Tor Point ferry. There is a ferry there, but again, it's money, isn't it? I mean, it's £2.60. I would have given him the £2.60. I was going to cover the cost
was it not
of
each
fuel
way?
Anyway. No, it's only to come into Plymouth do you have to pay.
Okay.
If you want to leave, it's free.
That's generous of them.
I know. So anyway, we had to beg, steal and borrow a little bit. And thankfully, do you remember Holly, Steve?
Yep.
Yeah. Her husband very, very kindly came and helped us. He's got a van.
That's good of him.
So yes, they went and collected it and brought it back, and we had to move half of the furniture around to make it fit, because obviously now we've got two freezers, you know, and then we had to flip the door over so they open the right way for us and all that stuff. And it's never as straightforward as it should be. But we got there and we, let it stand for 4 hours and then plugged it in, and it made this huge noise. And I thought, God, it's going to blow up in my face. But then it was okay. And the next morning I thought, I'm not just going to put all my food in here. I don't trust it yet. This freezer's old. So I took a tub of Oreo ice cream, and it is as delicious as it sounds, and better actually.
Okay.
It was on offer at Iceland, but that was a few weeks ago now, so don't quote me on that. It's probably not on offer now. Which was very, very squishy when you squidge the sides. So I put that in for an hour, and then when I took it out after an hour, it was hard. So I currently have a very, very, very geriatric freezer that does work. And we've spent the last 48 hours defrosting the old one, because I've had a little wee chat with my dad. I'm not convinced it's okay. It was making some really horrible noises, but it might be because it had frosted up. So basically, the way these freezers work with the anti-frost measures is that there's ventilation throughout the freezer, and if you overfill your freezer and block the airflow, it will then start to ice up.
Okay,
and my dad said to me, have you overloaded your freezer? I said, well, I might have done. That sounds like something I would do. Yes, it was very, very, very full. And so, basically, if the thermostat sensor gets frozen up, obviously you're going to get an inaccurate reading, and it's not going to work correctly. And we think that might be what has happened. So we have completely defrosted it, and we turned it on earlier today, and we're going to see if it'll work again. I don't think I'm going to keep it because
you don't want two freezers.
Well, I don't want two freezers. I mean, if it came down to you must keep one of these, I would probably keep the old one if it worked, because it's a newer and better freezer and it's larger. But the other one, I like where it is and I like the colour of it. So where it is, it's in an alcove in my living room, right? And it's actually where the baby snake rack used to be. And I've moved the baby snake rack to go in the dining room next to the big snake rack. I took my dining table down and put it in the shed. We don't have a dining table anymore. We don't need that. We'll just eat off our laps in front of the telly forever.
Well,
I'm down for that. We can.
Yeah,
that's fine, isn't it? Yeah.
The way of life. Modern way.
Modern way, exactly. So that's what I've done, and I prefer having it that way around, because now all my snakes, bar one at the moment, but she's going to be moving soon, all of them are in the dining room. I officially have a snake room, and it makes my heart just sing with joy. So I'm going to leave it like that, and eventually at some point I think I will probably replace the very, very old freezer that's in that little alcove. Unfortunately, the freezer that we had previously, even if it works, it won't fit in that damn alcove because it's too tall. So I think I probably just will say goodbye to that one, pass it on. I'll make sure it works first. All right. I'm not an arsehole. I'll make sure it definitely is okay before selling it on. Otherwise I'll get the council to take it away, because but yeah, so I think at some point when I'm in a better place financially, I will get a freezer that fits in my alcove that's a newer model, because just don't quite. The guy who was selling this one, he said it would be all right for like a bait freezer or something like that, and I'm thinking he doesn't have much faith in it either.
No.
That's dodgy, isn't it? But anyway, so I've been up to all sorts, because that started me off then, and I thought, well, if I've got a snake room, because of the way I've got my racks, so if you buy a purpose-built rack, it's like a shelving unit but with drawers where you keep your snakes, right? And you don't have like lids on the little drawers, you just pull it out. But because I've custom made mine, and because I don't trust myself to build a plan that specific that it would fit tightly enough that a snake wouldn't escape, I don't trust myself to push in the little tubs properly enough so that they wouldn't escape, and I just don't trust myself. So I am using, the really useful boxes with the clip lids.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're not bad.
They are absolutely brilliant. It is a pricey way of doing things, but it is absolutely brilliant.
They are a bit steep, aren't they?
They're a bit steep, and I mean, my baby rack will take, I think, something like 186 0.9 litre really useful boxes, or a mixture of different sizes. But I mean, you can imagine buying nearly 200 of them is going to cost. Yeah, but the nice thing is I don't have to buy them. Yeah, I don't need to buy them all at once, though. So I have 6 at the moment. Going into breeding season next year, I'll make sure I've got enough to cover at least 2 clutches of eggs. So it will be fine. But yeah, anyway. But I thought, it's awkward. I don't have a dining table now. I need to take these tubs out to feed and clean them, but I've got nowhere to put them. So I've ordered a kitchen island that's on wheels. It's on casters. And all my snake stuff I can hide keep tidied away in the little cupboard and drawers and stuff. And then obviously I have a work surface to use for all the feedings and stuff. And it also has a drop leaf. So if actually we did want to sit up to it and use it as a breakfast bar, we could do that. So we don't necessarily have to eat off our knees if we didn't want to, if we're feeling posh. So yeah, I've got that arriving. Yeah, well, only one guest though, because it's only really enough room for 2 people to sit.
Okay.
And my daughter would have to sit in the cheap seats. But yeah, I'm very excited about it though, and I think it's going to look really, really nice in there when it's all done.
Excellent.
So yeah, that's what I've been up to. How about you, Steve?
Yeah, not much. Regular listeners will understand that's status quo. Really, not much to report.
Fair enough.
It just been enjoying the lovely weather we're having at the moment.
It is absolutely beautiful. It's a bit stuffy inside though, isn't it?
Yeah, I've been working out in the garden. Take the laptop out, take a monitor out. Yeah, just sit there and just enjoy the peace. It's noisier out there than it is in the house because you've got animals and they are noisy.
Yeah.
Like I discovered the other day the noise that squirrel makes, and I thought it was a duck.
Oh really?
Yeah, a squirrel making a noise, and I was like, that sounds like a duck. And it really threw me off because there's no ducks nearby. I've never heard of a
squirrel before. I've seen a lot of squirrels being, where I live, but I don't think I've ever heard one before. That's really weird.
Yeah, they sound like ducks. The ones near me do anyway.
It's the Skelmersdale squirrels.
Yeah, just go around quacking like.
I'm wondering which one of us has been on the prosecco at this point.
Oh, but no, I'm being good today. I've not got any. I've not even got a drink, so I'm stuck because I've got an audience watching me now, so I can't even move to reach out and get a can of Pepsi.
Glued to the spot. I mean, I will excuse you if you need to go and get a can of Pepsi.
You are just a photo.
I'm just a photo, but I mean, at least I took this when we were actually in the middle of recording an episode, and I don't know what we were talking about or whether we were listening to something that was being played. I don't know how it worked, but
you took the picture. Moment,
yeah. But what I did is I opened up a Snapchat that someone had sent me, and I thought, crap, I've got to reply to that now. So I sent a snap back, and that was the snap. I thought, I'll keep that.
Oh,
that's
okay.
not the worst photo in the world. Picture of me. So I was actually in the middle of recording the podcast at the time. I don't look like that now because my hair is not that colour.
No.
But maybe I'll have to get an updated one. I can't do it now because I look like I've been dug up.
Oh, nothing new there then. Right.
No, exactly.
That's a joke. Don't get out. Yeah, I don't want our potential new audience to think that I'm always tight. Not always tight.
Has anyone joined us on our live?
Loads of people have been passing through.
Oh no, that's so awkward. Oh dear. Okay, I've got a little bit of feedback if I can just read that out quickly first.
Yes, fantastic. Let's get some feedback for our 3rd birthday episode.
Fabulous. So yeah, Andy said that he found it amusing when talking about the whole fake news comment section, mentioned Ronnie Pickering, and then later you talked about road confrontations, etc.
Oh,
considering he's one of the most well-known in this country. And as much as I wasn't to say the whole Bonnie Blue football kit nonsense, it was something to keep her in the media attention span, sadly. Though if it helps out a small club, it does justify. Does the end justify the means?
Probably. They might have attracted a real advertiser by now. Like,
okay.
Maybe not. How much money do you think she's got? I don't know. How many people are paying for this?
I just think that.
I mean, would you pay to subscribe when you could just go and get it off her for free anyway? Like the real thing. You know what I mean? There's a complete flaw in her concept there.
That's true. I don't know. Look, I just think if you were gonna do it, why a tiny Cornish team? I just don't understand. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's not newsworthy enough.
No, I suppose.
Did it make national news? Did it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I put a link in the prep of something I spotted this week, which I thought was quite funny.
Right.
If you want to open it up, it's another one of these where we can have a laugh at the comments because the comments are so true. So it says Netflix opened up a restaurant in LA.
A restaurant?
A Netflix restaurant. The comments on here. The waiter asked if she was still eating every 5 minutes. He also makes sure you aren't sharing your meal with others.
Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. I love that. Yeah. Okay.
And an example of the conversation that might be, are you enjoying your meal, sir? I go, yeah, it's amazing. Splendid. Removes it from menu.
Yes. Oh my God. That's brilliant. I'm struggling to find the comments section. It's being, I'm being plagued by adverts.
Oh dear.
And nothing's working. So, no, there we go. The link just broke. Right. Okay. No, we're gonna have to rely on you for this one.
Yeah.
Steve.
There's a continue eating menu based on previous meals you didn't finish, even if you did finish, and all that's left are a couple of scraps. It is annoying when it does that, because you don't want to sit through the credits. But then it goes, you not watched it all. It's like, well, yeah, I have. You just obviously got the credits marker in the wrong place.
Do you know the other thing I find quite annoying is when it cuts off the credits too soon, and like if there's like post-credit bits, sometimes you miss bits, and I just think, oh, that's annoying. Yeah.
Another one, looking at the menu, I'd like to have the bacon cheeseburger. I see exactly what you want, but we don't actually have that. Here's other burgers similar to a bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah. Yeah.
The cheeseburger is $7, but if you pay $17, you can enjoy it uninterrupted. Orders a 3-course meal. We're sorry, sir. We've had to cancel your other 2 courses. Hope you enjoyed your appetizer.
No.
5 minutes before the bill comes, we've raised our rates.
Yes. Oh my God.
Are you still eating this meal?
I mean, they certainly not the establishment that would let you order a dessert with 2 spoons, is it? I mean, let's be honest.
And there's another one here. I know you want to start a main dessert, but we only have the dessert. You'll have to still pay us for all 3 courses. Then go on to another restaurant and pay them for the 3 courses, but they only have the starters.
Yeah.
A restaurant with a membership and certain meals only available to certain countries.
Yes. Oh God.
All of the people banging in the booths. Are you still planning on ordering? Internet goes down. Waitress removes all your plates and utensils from the table.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meal sharing is prohibited. Yeah. Every time you visit, the price is higher.
They want you to log in on your own network.
Yeah.
You can't order until you've logged in on your own network.
Sharing a table with other people. The food on this menu will cost 50% extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought that was quite funny. So would you go to the Netflix restaurant, do you think?
Well, I don't really understand what makes it a Netflix restaurant. Are they streaming your favourite shows whilst you eat? Or like what makes it Netflix? Do they have little booths where you can slip off and take your date for your ONS and then, and then make your excuses and leave? Is that what it is? Just giving you a venue?
The Netflix operates a restaurant called the Netflix Bites in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand. It offers a dining experience inspired by popular Netflix shows and movies. Dishes are designed to immerse guests in a world of their favourite Netflix stories, like Bridgerton, Stranger Things, and more.
Okay.
Oh, so what, you can eat the food that they're eating on the...
I don't even know if it's like that, because I don't think there's anything particular. I mean, I've watched all of Bridgerton. I don't think there's anything particularly they eat except from each other. Although, if that's what they're offering, then maybe I will go. Yeah. But no, as it is, it's not really inspiring me. I'm not going to lie. It's not making me think, oh, yeah, that sounds brilliant. I would go there. No, I could leave it.
Their website is weird. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Can I just view the menu just as a menu, please?
No.
The page is very much, it's like, God, it's too loud in your face. Netflix and Chilaquiles. It's a date cozy up to a can't miss combination of tortilla chips, avocado, salsa verde, queso fresco, creamer, and eggs your way. Okay. Oh, so they've got... Right, what's on the all-day menu? God, this website is atrocious. Right, I found the actual physical menu now. That's better. Oh, it's one of them places where it's like, it doesn't tell you if it's in dollars or pounds or pesetas. It's just got a number. You can have Beverly Hills Cobb, grilled chicken, crispy bacon, chopped egg, avocado, blue cheese crumbles, tomato, and Dijon vinaigrette unite smoothly as the theme song is stuck in your head.
Okay.
You don't sound like you're buying that.
Sorry, I'm trying to find our Facebook. I think people should know we're live.
Yeah, probably it would help.
Yeah. I just can't
what else?
Switch it over.
Oh, they've got a dish here called Stranger Wings. Chicken wings, turn taste buds upside down with a choice of buffalo sauce, lemon pepper dry rub, or barbecue sauce flavour. Carrot, celery, blue cheese dressing on the side.
I mean, they sound all right, but it's just gimmicky, isn't it? I don't know. I feel like there are better places you could spend your money.
I'd say so. I think it's very... Yeah. Although it says MasterCard is a preferred payment partner. Why should they dictate to you, like, which card they want you to use?
Yeah. The entitlement stay.
Yeah. VIP cocktails. 18, 20, or 24, 25, 26. They're not cheap cocktails, are they?
No.
You can get Fiji water for 8.5. That's a litre, though. A litre of water for 8.5.
Or you could ask for tap water. It's free.
Yeah. Why not?
Not to be tight, but why would you pay for water?
Why would you pay for something that you could have for free?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, I saw this this other link. Do you want me to go to this next other link that I've posted?
Yeah, go on then. Sorry, I'm just trying to work out how to make this eye-catching.
Okay. Because we've went through this in like some of our earlier episodes, like whether, suitable places to pee that aren't the toilet.
Okay.
Yeah. So, where did you stand with peeing in the shower?
Absolutely do not.
No, right, okay. And I said it's fine.
Yeah.
I said you can do it in the sink if you really want.
Blech.
If you're a fella, why not?
No, stop it. Don't encourage people to do dumb shit.
Why not? That's what we're here for. Okay, so yeah, this article that came out this week says Brits told never pee in the shower due to risk of long-term damage.
Well, there you go.
What long-term damage do you think you can get from peeing in the shower?
Don't know.
Okay. You know what? Most people...
Laseitis. Yeah.
Apparently, a whopping 60 to 80%, that's quite a wide range, of public pee in the shower, according to polls. Who's asking these? Who's polling people? Do you wee in the shower? I've never done a poll and been asked that in my life.
God.
Yeah. But apparently it can lead to a risk of long-term damage and incontinence.
Okay. Well, look, I just don't think peeing in the shower is the way. I just don't. I'd love to, if anyone is on our live at the moment, let us know in the comments. Is peeing in the shower okay? Is this acceptable? Are we really doing this? I just can't. I just personally think it's quite gross.
Yeah.
Am I being too uptight? I don't know.
Yeah, including incontinence and sometimes even kidney damage.
For peeing in the shower? Sorry, what?
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. But it does say it's not so bad for men because the male bladder is supported by the prostate when urinating while standing. But women don't have this luxury.
Right. Okay.
So it can lead to leftover urine, which is, urinary retention. So
what you're trying to tell me is you can, but I can't.
Yeah, that's something else that...
It's always like that with you men, isn't it?
Exactly.
Oh, God. Okay, right. Well, yeah, if you like.
Oh, dear. Right, what have you got for us then?
What do you mean, what for? Oh, I suppose you want a mystery.
Oh, yes. Should we do a mystery?
We better have a mystery, haven't we?
I've got to find the tense music now, haven't I?
Yeah, you need to find the tense music. Let me take a nice big swig of my Prosecco.
I've got it. I've got the tense music.
Okay. So, this one is called The Unquiet Mystery of the Sodder Children. I'm likely to fuck up most of the pronunciations on this, so...
That's part of the fun of it, so...
It's part of the joys, yeah.
The stage is all yours.
Yeah. So, the scene is West Virginia, Christmas Eve, 1945. Snow fell gently on the quiet town, blanketing rooftops and muffling the footsteps of last-minute revellers. The Sodder house, nestled at the edge of a coal town, glowed softly with warm yellow lights. Inside, the air was thick with the smell of pine, roasting chestnuts, and the giddy energy of children awaiting Santa Claus. 10 children, 2 parents, and a home brimming with life. But by dawn, only 5 children remained. The story begins at 2:30 a.m. A strange phone call jolted Jenny Sodder from her half-sleep. She shuffled into the hallway, wrapping her shawl around her shoulders, and lifted the receiver. Hello? On the other end, a woman's voice, unfamiliar and oddly cheerful. I'd like to speak to someone, she said, naming a person Jamie didn't recognise. You have the wrong number, Jenny replied. But instead of hanging up, the woman giggled then. Behind her, Jenny heard it. 3 separate laughs, hollow, mirthless, distant. A chill ran through her. She hung up, uneasy. Perhaps just a prank, she told herself. But outside, the air had changed. The snow fell slower. The silence deepened. Inside the house, 5 of the Sodder children, Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny and Betty, had been allowed to stay up late to play with their new toys. By now, they should have been asleep upstairs. Jenny checked the door. Odd, it was unlocked. And the lights on, the curtains open. Strange for a mother who always double-checked everything. Unease clawed at her gut. 1 a.m. A loud bang on the roof, a rolling sound like something heavy had hit and tumbled off. Smoke. Flames, fire erupting through the house like a living thing. George Sodder tried desperately to reach his children, smashing windows, burning his hands, screaming their names into the blaze, but the staircase had collapsed. The children upstairs were gone. The fire department wouldn't arrive until 8 a.m.
Wow.
Slowed by...
That's bad.
Well, that sounds like the emergency services in the UK right now, to be honest. This is a bit poor for 1945, though. Anyway, the fire department wouldn't arrive until 8 a.m. Slowed by holiday understaffing and miscommunication. Great. Not much has changed then. By then, the house was nothing but smouldering ruin. But then came the first twist. No bodies were ever found. Not even bones.
Oh.
Experts would later confirm that even under intense fire, bones would remain. But the Sodder home yielded nothing. No ash-covered skeletons, no fragments. It was as if the 5 children had vanished into smoke. Days later, a strange witness came forward. A woman at a Charleston hotel claimed to have seen the children with 2 men and 2 women, all speaking Italian, acting secretive. She had tried to speak to one of the children, but the adults quickly shut it down. Jenny, haunted by the absence of remains, began conducting her own experiments, burning animal bones, pork chops, even entire carcasses. Each time, something was left behind. But from her home, nothing. Years passed. Then came another 3. The 3 cryptic clues. 3 pieces of the puzzle.
Okay.
Number 1. A woman in St. Louis claimed that one of the Sodder girls was living in a convent. Number 2. A private investigator turned up evidence that the children may have been taken by a child trafficking ring. Oh. And number 3. In 1967, a photo arrived in the mail. No return address. On the back, Louis Sodder. I love Brother Frankie. And then I'm not sure what that's supposed to say. Lil Boys A90132. The face in the photo, a man. Dark eyes, familiar cheekbones. Louis's twin, 22 years older. George Sodder kept the photo on his desk until the day he died. He and Jenny never gave up searching. Their yard was filled with billboards, one towering above the road for decades. What was the fate of our children? We beg you, help us find out. But no one ever came forward. No confession, no closure. Just a fire, a laugh on the phone, and 3 shadows in the dark. Laughing, just before 5 children were erased from the world. Even now, late at night, when snow falls over Fayetteville and the wind brushes your windows with icy fingers, listen carefully. You might hear it. 1 laugh. 2. 3. And the silence that follows is never empty.
Okay, let's solve this then. That's the...
Yeah, that's quite a mystery, that one, isn't it?
That is. That's quite a long one. Quite a bit to take in there. So, timescale is... the...
Gosh, it started in 1945, was that right? Yes, 1945. Christmas Eve. And she did say something about hearing a thud on the roof at one point, didn't she?
Okay. So, can we rule out if that was Father Christmas and his reindeers?
No, I think Father Christmas abducted the children and sold them into slavery.
Oh, job solved. That was easy.
Yeah. Well, what if, Father Christmas isn't who we think he is, and he's actually out here, kidnapping children, and that's what happens. I mean, maybe he's gone a bit low key after this, and maybe he will again now because we've obviously put it out there on Topicopedia,
basically,
and we've solved it. Yeah, so Whoops.
Yeah, I mean, the weird thing is, all right. So they had that phone call, which, you know, it is creepy. When you get a crank call, it is a bit creepy, isn't it?
I don't know. I haven't had one in such a long time.
No,
but
not
yeah,
in such a long time. But when you're a kid, it's quite creepy, isn't it?
it can be.
I mean, well, is it creepy, or is it more the, you know, the itching to know, you know, wanting to know?
I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's that. Well, who's doing it? You know, like I think I did have one as an adult, probably about 9-10 years ago, something like that, and they just sort of said, "Is this Nicole?" And I was like, "Yeah, who's this?" And then they all just, whoever it was, started falling about laughing, and I just thought, that's so weird, you know, because I'm an adult and we're adults now. We don't. What's going on? Like, I've no idea who it was to this day. So, but I've not forgotten it, have I?
No, exactly. Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? That's your own unsolved mystery.
It is.
So,
yeah.
On this one, so she checked the door. It was unlocked. So someone might have got in the house.
Yeah. Can I just pop back to the phone call for 1 second? She thought she heard a laugh on the phone, and then she heard a laugh that was in the room behind her.
Oh, yeah.
It was the same laugh. Now, I don't know about you, but I think sometimes if the phone line's not the best, sometimes you can hear a bit of an echo from the other person, or even yourself, one way or the other. And it's possible that they laughed and then it was like an echo, but sometimes it does sound like it's like behind you, doesn't it? Don't you think?
Yeah, but also, do you not remember, because these would be like landline phones, you could pick up a phone in the other room.
Oh, that's true.
And be on the line. It's like the whole advert with the WhatsApp. So what if the kids had picked up the other phone, that was the laughs that she heard?
So you reckon it could have been the kids mucking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been.
So inside the house, 5 of the children have been allowed to stay up late to play with their new toys.
Yes.
Why are they getting the toys on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? Oh, actually, that having been said, I think some people do it that way.
Maybe. Yeah.
I think they do, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
Weirdly, but okay.
So, but it says there was 10 kids. So where are the other 5 kids during this?
Yeah, that's a point. Okay. Don't know.
What if there wasn't 10 kids and there was only 5 kids? That would explain why there's no bones, because they've invented another half of family that they didn't have there.
Maybe. But I mean, you'd think, I suppose in 1945 it might have been easier to do that, but you'd think there would be proof that these people would have existed. They wouldn't just be investigating. Like, you'd think they'd come to the conclusion, actually, this woman's cracked and she's made it all up in her mind.
Yeah. Yeah, you would. And then the other thing that's getting me is the loud bang on the roof. To me, this is somewhere rural in America.
Yeah.
You know, 1940s, streetlights weren't that bright, quite dark. So is it possible it was perhaps an owl landed on the roof or something, lost its footing and kind of like, you know, bumped its way down the roof? I can just picture that now. Sad as it is, it's quite funny as well. I'm just picturing it. Just this owl just leaves its footing, just like poof,
this owl just going whoops. Like, yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but as for what started the fire, you going back to that time, they might have still had gas or oil lamps.
Absolutely. It's obviously late at night. They might have even had a candle. Yeah, things are quite flammable. I don't think the bang on the roof is related to the fire, because there's half an hour in between there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
So the thing is, though, all this about there was no bones found afterwards. When you get cremated, what happens to your bones then?
They grind them up.
Oh, did they grind them up? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm confused then. I'm thinking there was only 5 kids and not 10 kids now.
Have you ever seen cremation ashes?
No.
I've only ever seen them once, and that's when I got them back for my cat. And there are little tiny fragments that it's not like just dust, like, you know, it's not like dust and it's not quite like sand, but there are small bone, tiny, because they've obviously ground it up. But yeah, you can tell that they're bone fragments. So.
Oh, excellent. So have we solved it or not? What do you think happened? Santa
Claus came onto the roof. He got Mrs. Claus to make a spooky phone call to distract Jenny whilst he jumped on the roof, came down the chimney, and then he abducted all the kids, put them in his sack and took them off to be sold to the white slave trade. And then that's it. They set fire to the house to, again, further distract Jenny and to make her believe that the children must have died in the fire. And it gave him the chance to ho his way all the way back to Lapland.
And it does also mean they can obviously still send out a photograph 20 years later to the family.
Yeah.
Because they're still alive. They've just been enslaved. That's why they can't get in touch, even though they're putting banners up and everything.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's it.
Well done. You've solved it. Congratulations.
Solved.
Let's have a round of applause for solving that. Well done.
I quite enjoyed that, though. That was actually quite a spooky story. That was a good mystery.
It was. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. But you could make a hell of a film out of that. If you use my plot line, obviously. Yeah. Like, it starts off dead serious and then... Actually, I do love a Christmas horror.
Have you ever stick watched that on the Christmas movie channels at Christmas?
No, for real. There are Christmas horrors and they are brilliant. They're stupid, but they're brilliant. I love them. I love a Christmas horror. But just dress
it up as like a Hallmark, you know. See?
Yes.
You're going to love this Christmas film.
Yeah, but then no one will want to watch it. That's the problem. Sorry if you're listening and you like Hallmark Christmas films. Not really my thing.
It's not really a British thing, is it? It's more of a American.
I think it is becoming more of a British thing. I think I'm hearing a lot more of women who quite enjoy those.
Oh, okay.
And that's up to them. Quite honestly. Don't mind if that's your thing, but don't come round to mine for a movie night expecting to watch that, you know?
Fair dues. Excellent.
Okay then, so where are we? I tell you what, I've got another topic.
Okay,
I like this one. This is a really good topic. So this is 30 funny things that you can say about your car, but definitely not about your girlfriend. Okay. So I'll start us off. She really guzzles through everything I put in her.
Okay, starting off strong. Yeah.
Probably should not say that to your girlfriend, about your girlfriend, sorry. Probably say it to your girlfriend. Depends on your girlfriend. She might think that's funny, or she might slap you.
Might be a bit of role play.
I say if she slaps you, then you're either going to be very hard, or you can just need a new girlfriend, honestly. But anyway, carry on.
I won a cheap at auction.
Ouch. Okay, yeah. I hope nobody ever says that about me. She squeals when I push her too hard.
Oh,
yeah, probably shouldn't say that about your girlfriend.
Yeah. She's been around the block a few too many times.
Yeah, I don't think I want that said about me. Thank you very much. What else might you say about your car, but not to your girlfriend? She doesn't start unless I jiggle her just right.
Apparently she only has one careful owner previously, but damage stays otherwise.
Yeah, don't say that about your girlfriend. No, not unless you want a new girlfriend. Yes. I let my friends take her for a spin. Yeah, if you're doing that with your girlfriend, I'm not sure she's the one.
She's a rust bucket.
Ouch. Again, if you're saying that about your girlfriend, I'm not sure she's the one. she's high maintenance and constantly needs attention. That sounds like me. I feel very called out.
She's got some mileage on her, but she's still got it.
Oh, thank you, Steve. She takes forever to warm up in the morning. Oh God, it is. It started to talk about me, and
To be honest, I preferred the one I had in my teenage years.
Oh,
yeah, you can't be saying that.
Yeah, don't say that about your girlfriend. She's great, but I prefer my neighbours.
Dues. She lets me listen to whatever. She lets me listen to whatever I want without complaining. You still?
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird. That's actually kind of a weird thing to say about your car, even, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
She lets me. Well, it sounds like you're married to your car. It's a bit like weird. She's massive.
If you got a big car, yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds better. She's surprisingly spacious in the back.
I'm not necessarily sure that's a good thing if you're talking about your girlfriend, but okay. I let my son borrow her sometimes.
Okay. That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
She might be a 10, but I don't let that one out. What? I don't let that put me off. She might be 10, but that don't let that put me off.
Deary me, that's the line that gets us cancelled again. Deary me, that's a bit. Yeah. She's getting on a bit. Time to trade her in for a younger model.
I'm taking her to finally get a wash. I'm going to pay for some extra. I'm going to pay extra for a wax.
Could you imagine if that is how you got your girlfriend like maintained? Like you that once a month take her to a girlfriend wash.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Do you want wax? It's extra." And you'd be like, "Yeah, it's got to last a month with it." Oh my God. Oh, okay. There's comfortably room for 3 in the back.
Okay, fair dues. Don't know how you find that out. Well, yeah, I don't want to know how you find that out.
No.
I'm still paying
you
for...
You could climb in. Oh, you're still paying for her. Yeah. If I had a car, I'd still be paying for her, to be fair. You really have to put your foot down.
Yeah, it helps sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
No, she's got a few screws loose.
Ooh, careful, steady. She died last week, but I still use some of the parts.
That's
that
bad.
Was the best one. Yeah. That one wins the whole topic. I love dear.
That. She's leaking out the back. Oh dear.
Her insides are a mess, but she still runs.
She's not what she used to be, but she still gets me where I need to go.
Aww. I thought about trading her in, but I'm too emotionally attached. Gosh.
She won't go anywhere without me, and that's loyalty.
Who says that about their car?
God knows. Well, whose cars drive themselves? I think Teslas can't they?
Yeah.
And getting that way. How about we do some more?
Okay, so we've got... Okay. She backfires if you touch her in the wrong place. Yeah, that happens to me as well.
I caught Uncle Jerry in her once. He said he was just adjusting the seat.
Oh my God. Takes a while to get going, but once she does, she makes a hell of a noise.
She's got a dodgy rear end, but I still keep going back.
Oh my God. I just feel so called out by some of these. It's unreal. I wouldn't take her out in public without a cover on.
Every bloke on the streets had a go at fixing her.
Oh, that would have been even better if it was every guy at the mechanic's been underneath her or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Go back and say that one.
Honestly, she runs better with a bit of lube. Don't we all, dear?
She's old enough that you got to choke her a bit to get her started.
Oh my God. Didn't know there was an age limit on that. Well, I suppose there technically is. Never. All right, stop. She rattles when I ride her too hard. That's the older models that do that.
I once caught her smoking after a long drive.
Wow. That bitch. She's not road legal, but I take her out anyway. Wow.
Oh, yeah. So we're still doing things you can say about your car, but not your girlfriend.
Yes. Just to clarify, if anyone's joined us.
Yeah, there's a weird smell inside, but I've learned to live with it.
Oh, God. I had to strap one of the doors shut with a bungee cord, just like Uncle Jerry's trousers. Oh my God.
She's got one hell of a rack of roof storage.
Hey, okay. She groans every time I get on top. Who says that? I got on top of my car today. Yeah. Who says that?
Honestly, she's a bit of a write-off, but she's mine.
Aww. Get you a man who says that about you. Oh dear. Her rear's sagging, but she still handles curves like a dream.
She's full of dents, but I call them character.
She only goes down if I do all the work.
Okay. She's had more fluids in her than rugby team's laundry hamper.
Oh my Gideon. I once tried to get rid of her, but she turned up back at mine with Uncle Jerry in the passenger seat. God. You definitely don't want, if your missus ever brings Uncle Jerry back, you send her straight to the clinic. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, you don't come there again after that, do you? She's banned from Tesco after that incident in 2019.
How does this happen to your car? I mean,
your car's not allowed in. Probably drag racing in the car park.
Maybe. She's great in the winter, but in the summer she gets sticky and complains.
You got to manually pump her brakes before she's good to go.
She's constantly whining about her suspension. Like, love, same.
She's got no airbags, no boundaries, and no shame.
She vibrates when I hit 70, which, if you ask Uncle Jerry, is the sweet spot. And Uncle Jerry would know all about it.
Her glove box is full of tissues and regrets.
I keep her in the garage now, ever since she started flashing the neighbours. Oh, God.
Okay, one more. She drinks more than Uncle Jerry at a family barbecue.
Oh, blimey. That's a thirsty car. And an even thirstier girlfriend. My goodness.
Takes some doing, doesn't it?
Those are absolutely brilliant. Well, I mean, if anyone is listening and you can think of anything that you could say about your car, some of those you probably wouldn't even say about your car, but but you wouldn't say to your girlfriend, then do get in touch and let us know. Okay. Right. Well, how are we feeling anyway? We've gotten through the majority of the episode now.
We have.
And yeah, how are you feeling about how it's gone? About being alive?
Oh, it's a new experience, isn't it?
It's a new experience.
As we grow, we can have a go at doing more stuff. Yeah, you're not the one on camera. I'm on camera. People can scrutinise what I'm doing. If I pick my nose, everyone knows about it.
Then make sure you do it so everybody can see you at the back, dear. Own that shit. Own it. I mean, I'm sat here with my Prosecco. I've nearly finished it, though. I think it was the perfect size bottle. I don't know how much was in it. It was really tasty, though. Hang on, let me tell you. 20 centilitres.
200 ml.
So
that's not much.
Just a little bottle.
Yeah. It's not even a large glass. Isn't a large glass 250 ml?
Yeah, but that's wine. This is Prosecco, dear. It's not the same.
Okay.
I'm in a champagne. I'm in a champagne flute. So they gave me one and a little bit champagne flute's worth, which is fine.
Okay. Cool.
There we go. Finished. Very nice.
Nice.
I enjoyed that. That was one of my Mother's Day presents, actually.
Excellent.
I was saving it for a special occasion, and us turning 3.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I didn't think we'd get this far at times. I mean, wow, at times. But then when you start something like this, I don't know if you ever really think about where it's going to be in 3 years. You just kind of think, yeah, that sounds good. Let's do that. And then you sort of, I don't know about you, but I turn up and do it every week, but I don't think about the 5-year plan, you know?
No. Well, we were hoping to be viral by now.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. No, maybe we should go live on TikTok more often, because lots of people have dipped in and out. I have seen, and someone did stay for a minute, but I was going to give them a shout out, but there wasn't a break in the conversation before they left.
In fact, to be fair, they did follow. They followed.
Excellent.
Hopefully, if they're listening back to this episode in the future, they can have their mention for.
There you go.
Family who followed. So thank you for the follow. Yes. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for the follow. It was worth going live just for you. We appreciate you. So at this point in the podcast, we do 3 segments to finish it off. And it's all pretty awful. Starting with our Urban Dictionary Words of the Week. Take it away, Steve.
Okay. What is oh my God. Okay. We do this completely random, just so you know. We don't prep this, you know. To be fair, we prep a lot more of the show than we used to. And we
prep a lot now, I have to say. A lot. There's a lot of prep.
But this isn't prep. This is just completely off the cuff. And we try and work out whether these words on Urban Dictionary are worth using in our everyday vocabulary or not.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so sausage.
Sausage. Is that like it's like a play on the word like sausage, isn't it? So I'm assuming it is. Is that like trying to decide whose dick you're gonna ride that evening? Sausage?
No, it's completely innocent. It's a shortened term of a sausage sandwich, you dirty-minded individual. Used in context, that sausage was incredible today. I think I'm gonna have another one tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I mean, I say instead of if I'm making a ham sandwich, I call it a hamwich.
Okay. Oh, maybe it's not...
sausage. I don't know. It's just a sausage sarnie, isn't it, or a sausage butty?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if we need to really. I like the word sausage. If you can't say the whole word, it's just sad, isn't it? It's just a fun word to say.
Yeah.
If you don't enjoy saying the word sausage,
you call it sausage.
Sausage, yeah.
Oh man, there's another one of these ones that's a name. Sam. These are so cringe, aren't they?
So, right, let me guess. Is it going to be someone bigging Sam up or someone pulling Sam down? I'm going to say Sam's the kind of name you might big him up. Let's go.
It's a name for a boy that is the cutest and sexiest boy in town. He is known to be a ladies' man as he catches everyone's eye. Be careful, you don't lose him, otherwise you will regret it. He's the bestest friend you could ever wish for. Used in context, wow, he's such a Sam.
He sounds gay.
He does.
Nothing wrong with that, obviously, but yeah, Sam sounds like he's one for the boys.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I've refreshed the page. I've got one for you. You can use
actually got one.
This one hasn't got any votes at all and was added in 2021. What is a fart off?
Well, that's obviously when it's a bit like a dance off, isn't it? Where you
or maybe I pronounced it wrong.
With your farts. Oh.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. But yeah, maybe that's why it's not taken off this definition of it.
Oh, okay. What's the definition?
So this says a double whammy when someone farts and coughs at the same time. A fart off when your butt and mouth compete for attention. Used in context, he was dead asleep but rudely awakened by an obnoxiously loud fart off.
Nah, it doesn't work.
You're not liking that.
Can I just say that normally it starts as a cough and then the fart results, you know? Like it does end up happening at the same time, but it's not planned. You can't plan a fart off.
Okay.
You just...
Are we not thumbs up in that then?
No, sorry.
Even though they've been creative. No. Okay. Sorry, Pinto girl.
Look, she tried and well done for trying, but it was shit. Sorry, a fart off is clearly a farting contest and I would win. And that's why you're sad.
Fair play. At least you own it.
I certainly do.
Okay. Right. One more then. Let's hope it's a good one. For our first live episode on our 3-year anniversary, we need a good one now, don't we?
We do.
Oh man, not another one's a name. Who's gone around this adding names?
Ooh.
What? Right, never mind. Fun employment.
Is this when you're out of work but you're not mad at it? You're quite happy?
Yeah, stated of unemployment where one is not looking for a job either because they're on unemployment or because their sugar daddy or mama is paying the bills. Used in context, Henry, shouldn't you try and find a job? Howard, please, I'm on fun employment.
Well, there you go.
Do you want another one now? Or are you...
One more. Let's have it.
Okay. Oh. I keep going, that's an interesting word, and then it says that's a name. Fuck her off with the names. That's weird. Pigs in blankets. You know what pigs in blankets are?
Yes.
Oh.
Again, Urban Dictionary is not the place unless it's slang. It doesn't belong there.
Yeah. No, I might be right. One more lucky spin.
Okay.
Lucky spin. Okay, Skeo. SKEEO.
Right.
It's got 83 upvotes and 16 downvotes. So it's a popular one.
Okay. I have no idea.
So a Skeo is a female, usually with hoish tendencies. Used in context, yo, look at that Skeo with the fat ass.
Oh.
There you go. Your challenge is to crowbar that into next week's intro.
Yeah, right. Sure. Okay, so the next part of our three-parter that ends the podcast is Meme of the Week. So each week we put forward a meme each, and then we put it on our website at topicopedia.online, where you can go and vote for your favourite meme of the week. And we still need a drum roll on the hotkeys, but as we don't have one, I'll just long pause the suspense.
Okay.
Who do you think won, Steve?
You.
Any idea? No, you're wrong.
Am I wrong?
You're wrong. You won.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thanks.
Ta-da.
Thank you all for voting for me. I am made up with that.
Yeah. Actually, to be fair, your meme was flipping brilliant. And if you are listening to this now, it's not too late to go back and have a look at past memes. If you go over to topicopedia.online, hit the menu button, and you will find a page labelled past memes where you can scroll through all our old memes, and it also has the results there so you can keep up with who won each week. So yeah.
Excellent.
It is. So do you have a meme for us this week, Steve?
Not yet.
Oh. Please don't choose a good one, because mine is rubbish.
Is it?
Mine's just a picture. There's not even any words in mine.
Oh, but sometimes they're the best ones where you don't actually need to say anything.
Yeah, but unfortunately this is a podcast and I have to explain this. Although it's not difficult to explain. But still. Oh dear.
Go on then.
I'm waiting for you.
What are you waiting for me for?
Because you always go first. It stops you cheating as well.
Oh, cheating. Like I know how to cheat at this.
He does, boys and girls. Every week he says, well, you go first and then I'll decide if mine's good enough or if I need to pick a different one. No, that's not how it works. Mine is picked out already. I'm not changing it. It's locked in, but it does mean I'm going second.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm going to go with this one. Okay. Let me share this one with you. So this says... oh,
God.
This relates to the warm weather this week.
Where are you sending this?
I'm going to send this through to you on WhatsApp. So for the
you.
benefit of those listening at home, this says, when it's hot AF inside and you got to hang an arm out the window, right? And it's a photo of a heavily pregnant woman at a beach. And there's obviously someone behind her. And it looks like there's an arm sticking out.
Oh, you won! You bastard!
I can't.
I just know it.
I'm trying to show it to the camera,
really
but
funny.
it's hiding it. Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. Okay, so mine is an AI photo. I'll explain it first and then I'll send it to you.
Okay.
It's an AI photo. So you've got Marilyn Monroe one side, and she's smiling and happy. It's a family portrait, right? And then you've got Charles Manson the other side, he's smiling and happy. And then they've got a son. Can you guess who it is, Steve? I've sent it through now.
Oh, you might just win with that one.
I don't think so. So you've got Marilyn Manson's head on a small boy's body, and Marilyn and Charles have their arms around him. For me, this is why AI was created. This is what it's all for, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh God. So anyway, head over to topicopedia.online. It's on the homepage. Just scroll down a little bit and you can vote for your favourite meme of the week, and we will announce the winner at the end of next week's episode. So...
I missed another news story.
You've missed a news story.
Yeah. NASA is going to launch a satellite to say sorry to the aliens.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're calling it Apollo G.
So bad. Oh, God. Okay.
So, a father at church, asked a newlywed couple to practice celibacy for a month in order to join the church. So a month later, they returned and they made it known that they'd failed.
Oh, no.
The husband said, I kept it strong till day 27. But then the wife dropped a cereal box, and when she bent, just couldn't stop himself. And the father said to the couple, I'm sorry, you're not going to be allowed to join our church. And the husband said, with a sigh, yeah, we're not allowed to enter the grocery store either.
I like that one. That was better. That was definitely better. Yeah.
Okay. Just a warning to anyone who is not used to the podcast. This is a blonde joke, and we don't really care. If we get cancelled, we get cancelled. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So there's a blonde and a hubby sleeping, and the phone rings. So she answers, and after a few, bit of mumbling on the phone, she shouts, "How the hell would I know? That's 200 miles away," and slams down the phone and wakes her husband up.
Oh.
And he's like, "Oh, who was that?" She said, "Oh, just some dumb blonde asking if the coast was clear."
Oh dear. Oh God. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Anyway, I don't understand international porn.
No.
I mean, what is the world coming to?
Okay, I like that one.
Okay.
I do like that one. That's quite good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got one more for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
One up in me this week.
Yeah. A young couple recently got married, and after 3 months, the wife went to the doctor for a checkup, and the doctor said, you're pregnant. And she was thrilled, but the doctor also informed her that due to rare complication, she shouldn't have sex with her husband until after the birth.
Ah.
So it'd be no good if it's the same couple as in the earlier joke. So she went home, told her husband what the doctor had said, and the husband agreed to try and hold out. After a month, the husband couldn't resist anymore and asked his wife to be intimate. And of course, she refused. Seeing her husband so depressed and sad, the wife called him over and said, "My dear husband, I know you're suffering. Here's 300 quid. Go take yourself to a sex worker and get yourself relieved."
God, as long as you don't go to Uncle Jerry.
Yeah. The husband took the money and thought to himself, what a wonderful and considerate wife. Opened the door and went down the stairs, feeling cheerful. When he reached the first floor, the neighbour's wife saw him and asked, "Why are you so happy?" And he happily told her the whole story. And she said, "Why go looking outside for a sex worker when you can just give me 300 quid and I'll take care of you?" So the man agreed, gave her the money, went into her apartment, enjoyed himself for 20 minutes, and then returned home. And his wife was like, "Oh, that was quick. What happened, dear? Did you change your mind?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, no, I went downstairs and the neighbour saw me and she offered to take the money instead, so that's what I did." And she got very angry about this and she said, "What a bitch. When I was pregnant, I did her husband for free."
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. That was a long build-up, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, is it? Right. I've not got the best this week, but I'll do my best. What do you call a ghost's boobs?
Don't know.
Paranormal entities.
Oh. I like that one.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you like that one. Good. So I was in a taxi the other day and the driver said, "Do you mind if I put some music on?" I said, "No, not at all." He said, "Kiss." And I said, "Well, let's listen to the music first and see how we get on." Did you hear about the man with the unique disability where he couldn't play poker or masturbate?
Nope.
Yeah, he had a weak hand.
That's unfortunate.
So a Native American and a cowboy are lost in the desert. And the cowboy says, "Could you use your tracking abilities to find us food?" So the native put his ear to the ground and he said, "Buffalo, come." And the cowboy was amazed and said, "How do you know?" And he replied, "Ear sticky." And on that note, I think we'll leave it there. Thank you ever so much for joining us for another episode of Topicopedia and our third birthday. Do head over to topicopedia.online where you can vote for your favourite meme of the week, and you can also fill out our sexy feedback form and give us your feedback. Tell us what you think. Should we be peeing in the shower? Should we not? And of course, you can find us on any of our socials. Definitely follow us on TikTok because going live was not that difficult and we might do it again. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled on a Tuesday evening. You never know. And that's it from us. I will see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.